Do you remember the last time you cried? Not the crying alone in your room kind of crying, but the worst kind, when you are not allowed to cry. Maybe you were standing right in front of your boss, getting yelled at for a very simple mistake, or when you were arguing with someone you love. You had hundreds of logical reasons in your head, but suddenly, your body betrayed your mind completely. Your throat tightened up, making it hard to speak. Your heart started beating incredibly fast inside your chest. And then, your vision began to blur completely. You screamed inside your head, telling yourself not to cry. But it did not work, and tears spilled out. In that moment, you felt like you lost everything. Your confidence and pride felt completely shattered on the floor. Society often teaches us that crying is a failure. We think strong people must bury their emotions deep inside. You might have spent years apologizing for your tears. But what if this way of thinking is completely wrong? Science reveals a completely different story about our tears. Neuroscience shows crying is not a sign of weakness. Your brain is actually processing emotions at a deeper level. Today, we will explore why tears are highly beneficial. They are a biological ability we must truly understand. Let us step back and look closely at nature. Do you have a beloved dog or a cat? When your dog hurts its leg, what does it do? It whimpers and whines to show its pain clearly. Other animals might have tears in their eyes too, but biologically, that is just to wash away dust. But here is something most people do not realize. Humans are the only species that cry from emotion. Scientists call this unique process emotional tearing. Let's explore it. Nature is always very practical with her designs. She does not waste time creating useless biological functions. From thumbs that grip to sweat glands that cool. Every single trait has a clear survival purpose. So why exactly can human beings cry? If crying were a weakness, our ancestors wouldn't have made it through their hardest times. They should have been eaten a long time ago. How could a crying gene possibly survive history? But the genes linked to crying did not disappear. They grew stronger over millions of years of evolution. This proves crying serves a real survival purpose. So do not call yourself a crybaby anymore. Psychologists call this high emotional permeability. Think of emotions like waves of bright light. For most people, it is like wearing sunglasses. They feel sad, but only a little bit. They feel happy, but just enough to get by. But your emotional filter is completely clear. You experience the entire world in high definition. When you are happy, you are insanely happy. When you are sad, it cuts deep into your core. Your nervous system simply feels everything more vividly. It is not a defect, it is a premium feature. Let us step into the lab to understand this. Tears are salty, but are they all the same? Actually, science categorizes tears into 3 distinct types. Welcome! Today, we'll explore some exciting new experiments together. In the 1980s, researchers collected tears. He analyzed them and found 3 different categories. The first type is known as basal tears. These tears keep your eyes moist and healthy. They act like motor oil for an engine. The second type is called reflex tears. These appear when dust gets in your eyes, or when you are chopping onions in the kitchen. Their job is to wash away foreign irritants. They act like a biological fire hose. But the third type is emotional tears. These tears flow when we feel deep sadness. Dr. Frey discovered something amazing about them. They have a completely different chemical makeup. They contain much higher levels of protein, and they are packed with stress chemicals. Scientists found high levels of cortisol inside, and another stress substance called ACTH. These are toxins produced under high stress. If these build up in your bloodstream, they can damage your cells. Here's what we can do about it. Your heart rate and blood pressure spike, and your immune system becomes very weak. But that is not the only secret. Tears also carry a very special gift. A chemical substance called leucine enkephalin. It is actually a powerful natural painkiller, an endorphin released to soothe your body. Do you see the biological magic here? Under pressure, stress chemicals poison your body. Crying acts as a release valve, flushing those harmful toxins out completely, while pumping natural painkillers into your blood. This is the biological detox theory. Now think of people who never cry. They might think they look strong, but biologically, it is very harmful. They lock their release valve tight. Finally got it. Where do those trapped toxins go? They soak directly into your muscles. It's causing an extreme amount of pain, causing physical pain and stomach issues, putting high pressure on your heart, turning your body into toxic waste. But you, who can cry easily, you have a perfect waste system. Every tear cleanses your physical body, washing away stress and emotional pain. Even if you feel tired afterwards, deep inside, you feel strangely lighter, like a clear sky after rain. But the chemical benefits are just the surface. The real story is in your nerves. Have you noticed after a big cry, your chest feels like it will burst? You suddenly feel very sleepy and calm, because crying is a powerful state switch. Our nervous system has two main modes. First is the active sympathetic system, also known as fight or flight. Your body stays on high alert. Second is the calm parasympathetic system. This is the rest and recover mode. The problem is, many people never cry. They get stuck in high alert mode, always tense and ready to fight, even when there is no real danger. But research shows something very interesting. Crying activates the fight mode first, but right after, it triggers deep calm. Tears signal the brain that it is safe, telling your body it can cool down. Criers have a built-in reset button. They return to calm much faster. Compared to those who suppress everything, that is healthy emotional regulation. Crying easily does not mean poor regulation. They actually have a highly efficient system, releasing pressure before the system explodes. But the story does not end here. Think about a very strange experience. Why do you cry during a movie? The actors are just acting, yet your heart still feels the pain. The answer lies in the brain's insula. Think of it as your brain's Bluetooth, linking what you see with what you feel. For some, this connection is weak. They see pain, but feel totally fine. But for you, the connection is strong. You do not have that glass wall. You share the same emotional frequency. Your brain instantly copies their pain, telling your body to share the feeling. You share the same emotional frequency. You are not just being dramatic. Your body is mirroring their emotions. You are truly feeling with them. This is where the difference matters. Non-criers are good at staying calm. We need their strength during hard times. But you are the water. You have a rare emotional gift, an ability to understand without words. You notice when a friend is sad. You have a rare emotional gift, because they feel you are truly there, not just watching like a cold camera. Of course, this gift has a cost. You get hurt and sad more easily. But emotions come as a package deal. You cannot turn off the sad mode. You can't just ignore it. But you can increase the joy, see? The balance is key. And still expect to feel extreme joy. Numbing your tears numbs your joy too. So those random, unexplained tears, they prove your connection is working perfectly. You are alive and feeling the world. Crying is your most human superpower. Let your tears wash away the stress and return peace to your soul. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.